easy slider here. Long distance relationships. Why? You might be asking yourself, why in the world would I want to get involved in a long distance relationship? Think of all the hassles, and you never get to be with them, and you're trying to solve problems from 1,000 miles away, and she might not even stay with you. On and on and on. The reasons that you don't want to do it just kind of rises up like a volcanic mountain building on itself. Wait, let me ask you a question. Is it possible you've gotten yourself into a dead-end way of thinking? So you're telling me that you've been completely happy with your relationship up to now. You're happy with everything. If the answer is not everything, maybe everything hasn't been perfect. What's been keeping you from having a really good relationship? Maybe you're thinking. Might be that you're in this dead-end trap you've let yourself fall into. You don't consider yourself a dummy, right? I doubt you are. Then what possibilities do you think might be hidden from you because of your limited way of thinking? You probably hadn't thought about it much. It's not something a lot of people would think about, but let's think about it, okay? If you tried something different and it led to a relationship with a beautiful girl that was extremely loving, would you be willing to listen? Would you be willing to take a chance? A wise man once told me, if you want something different, then you have to do something different. The same old thing produces the same old results. And you're not happy with that right now. So maybe it's time to think a little different. Now, we've already established we know you're not dumb. So where are you going wrong if things aren't the way you want them to be? Let me give you an example. You're standing in your yard one day and a man stops to ask you directions. You're having a brief conversation with him and you find out that he replaces roofs. And you find out that he does it for less than 1/2 of the price of the next best roofer in your town. And you find out that his work is really quality work. But what does this have to do with you, okay? Your roof's only 2 years old. It's not going to fail anytime soon, probably for many years. Just give him your directions and bid him on his way. A year later, you find yourself in a violent storm. Trees are falling and windows are breaking, and guess what? You're watching your roof going down the street. It's been ripped off. Almost instantly, you remember the man offering roofs at that way, way below price. And with a total warranty. Why don't you just call him up right now, okay? Because you didn't get his name and phone number? The difference in someone having a good outcome and someone having a very bad outcome, it's really simple. Being prepared. What I've learned to do is take a card and put it in a place where I can find it later. Might even write something on the back of it. I have a good many cards, but I have a quick reference to where I could get quality help real quick. It's no different here. I'm bringing you information in a timely manner that can be very helpful. But you think, why do I need to subscribe? I'm in a relationship. Or I'm married. Guess what? You're not prepared for the storm. If the storm hits you, then you'll always come in behind the ones that were prepared. Think of it this way. It costs nothing. You can do it in a few seconds. And it's being smart. Being smart. Remember the storm that took off your roof? in a flash. A tragedy can happen, and if you're not prepared, you can't rebuild your life very easily. It's so simple. Just like and subscribe and keep the information where you can find it if things change. I challenge you right now. Subscribe. Then you know you have a backup plan where you can get good information. You know, and you might even find others or even family members that could use the information. And I'll provide you with things that can help them. Be wise. Do it right now. You won't forget. And in 5 seconds from now, once again, you'll have made a smart decision. Okay? All right, let's get back to understanding why a long-distance relationship might just be the ticket you've been looking for and you never even knew it. You might have been just like me, okay? You never made this smart decision simply because you never knew it existed. And again, just like me, you might have been sitting on a gold mine this whole time and never knew this opportunity was right there and the possibility of changing your life, and you've just been sitting on it and you didn't know it. You know, if you'd asked me 20 years ago, would I be interested in someone from another country? The answer would have been absolutely not. Why in the world would I want to do that? I think time's taught me a lot of lessons. I missed the point. You know, the women from the Philippines are some of the most beautiful and enchanting women in the world. They'll take your breath away, and that's no joke. Most of them speak English, they're intelligent, they're hardworking, and for the most part, in their ways, they're very traditional and family oriented. I think that's something that you can really enjoy in your life, all right? When you've got something like that, it makes your life a whole lot easier. They really make devoted wives, and they can bring you back to life from the old tired, who cares Karens here in the West. Man, where do these people come from? So, you know, now you can see the answer why. It never was a question of being smart. It was always misinformation you've always received. It's really hard to make a decision when you have bad information. I know you agree with that. And remember the rule, the information is here. You might not need it, but you might need it later. So make the smart decision. Keep it filed. Subscribe. So that it's going to be at your fingertips. It's your fingertips. I'll get that out in a minute. Your fingertips, you know, if you need it. In closing now, we can understand why an LDR can be a solid move for you. The why, well, that's been replaced with knowledge that can make your life more exciting and vibrant. Once you have knowledge, no one can take it back from you. Past relationships, you know, they might simply have been not working out because you picked the wrong partner. Because you'd always been taught that staying with a woman from your city was the best thing. The good news is now you've replaced the why with knowledge. With your newfound knowledge, you can take your future in your hands and turn the no good working relationships into one that can offer you real happiness. Now remember, be smart, because I know you are, and follow all my videos, file them away. That way you have a reference to them at any time you need them. So simply subscribe before you leave here. A point to remember is what our next video is about. The dangers of visiting your long-distance relationship in the Philippines. Ever wondered about the dangers? Probably. Oh, come on. Let's go see what they are. Come on. You know you want to know. Meet me there, okay?